Hello everyone, this is Dave from TZR, and you just hit your
checkpoint
for the week of May 13th, 2017. Stand by for last week's gaming news right now. First up, Ubisoft's next Far Cry game is strongly suspected to take place in the Wild West. These rumors began when it was reported by the Great Falls Tribune that a film crew was shooting a live-action trailer for a video game in Montana set to release in September. The obvious answer to that would have been Red Dead Redemption 2, but the producer on set who spoke to the Tribune, Jeff Guillotte, is a frequent collaborator with Ubisoft, not Rockstar. To cement this further, in 2015, Ubisoft held a poll for possible settings for a Far Cry game, and one of them was, quote-unquote, a game in the spaghetti western style in the 19th century Americas. That's a pretty strong rumor if you ask me. Hopefully we'll know more if Ubisoft decides to talk about it at E3 next month. Next up, and after a few days of teasing, Sega has finally come forward and confirmed that the PC port of Vanquish is real and will be releasing on Steam on May 25th. The game will include all of the DLC and will have an unlocked frame rate and will support up to 4K resolutions and beyond according to the listing on Steam. Those who bought Bayonetta on Steam will also receive a 25% discount for Vanquish. There's also a pre-order incentive in the form of the Digital Deluxe Edition, which includes a digital OST sampler, digital art book, wallpapers, and avatars for your Steam profile. If you're a PC gamer and you want to play one of the best games that Platinum Games has ever made, then I strongly suggest playing Vanquish when it releases later this month. Regardless, you can expect a review from me. Okay, next up, we may, and I'll stress this, may potentially see a Metroid game for the Nintendo Switch sometime next year, according to recent rumors. This began with Alexander Brandon, a composer that's famously associated with the Deus Ex franchise, announcing on Facebook that he's currently working with Retro Studios on an undisclosed game. His statement is as follows: I'm currently working with Retro Studios here in Austin. As much as I'd like to say more, except the work is incredibly exciting and the team is awesome, I can't. Retro Studios is the famous Nintendo second-party studio that's known for the Donkey Kong Country Returns franchise, but they're most notably known for creating the Metroid Prime series. Things only got crazier when IGN's Pierce Schneider tweeted at Retro Studios asking what they were up to, only to receive a tweet of a picture of a Retro Studios employee cooking prime rib. If that's not a hint, then I don't know what is. So, you know those games that were really supposed to be single-player only, but somehow ended up having multiplayer modes attached to them? Well, we discuss why this exists on this week's episode of the TZR podcast. Link will be in the description. Now on to 3 pieces for your reading pleasure on thezeroreview.com right now. Number 1, Preston decides to go the 1v1 approach as he tries to get better at fighting games in this week's episode of The Backlog. Number 2, Mike Potts reviews Guardians of the Galaxy, the newest choose-your-own-adventure from Telltale Games. And number 3, Justin Skirbo reviews Puyo Tetris, a hybrid puzzle game for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so that about wraps it up for this week. If you like this video, then please give us a like and subscribe to see more content from the TZR team. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.